Hello and welcome to Mrs Knowles' video tutorial. This is the first in the series and it's how to create a basic banner in FireWorks. I'll just let you know that I work on a Mac, so a few things might be a little bit different about saving files. My saving windows will look different to yours. However, the operations in FireWorks should be the same. Let's start. We're going to create a new FireWorks document PNG. So let's click on that and the new document window comes up. So we need it to be a width of 700 pixels and a height of 100. The resolution I'm making 100. Standard banners are about 728. And that's why I've kept mine to 700 because I like round numbers. So 700, height 100. So type that in. If the numbers are different, you'll need to do that. 100, 100. Just leave the default. Canvas color is white. Click OK. And FireWorks opens up your banner. You can use View to zoom in a little bit so it's nice and big. I think that's what I'll do. The tools we're going to be using are our selection tool, and it's the pointer tool. Then we're going to use our rectangle tool, our text tool, and our color palette. You'll notice I've got swatches over here. I've made them quite big because I like to see them big. And when you click the rectangle tool, you'll notice down the bottom in this window here, which is the Properties Inspector, which is also found by going Window, Properties, and that also has details of colour and, sorry, it's doing something funny there. Solid colour, you can change it to a gradient if you want. Radial, linear, radial, rectangle, conical, etc. I'm just not a big fan of it, and yeah, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to make my banner blue, and I'm not going to give it any any stroke. That's fill and that's stroke. So I'm going to leave that 0. So get your crosshair, the top left corner, and drag it to your bottom right corner. You can check your measurements down here for the fill. I'm going to just correct it to 700 by 100. Press enter after you enter details into those boxes. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to press the down arrow to align it properly. Okay, now I'm going to click my text tool and I'm going to click over here. I'm going to call it Mrs. Don't really like this font. Mrs Knowles' website. I'm going to highlight that. It lets me highlight it all of it. Highlight it all. I'm going to change the colour to white. I'm going to left justify, which means I'm going to need to drag the whole thing over. So I get my pointer tool and drag it over. I'm going to need to re-highlight. So text tool, and make that white. Now this font, don't really like it, so I'm just going to stick to American typewriter. So you can see it's one that I've just used before, and I'm going to make that a little bit smaller and put it over 2 lines. Now you wouldn't call it Mrs Knowles' website. That's just daggy. But that's what I'm doing. So there you go. Okay, I do think we need to be bigger. We can make it bigger in two ways. You can highlight the text, or you can hold down Shift and, oh no, it's not selecting the right thing. You can hold down Shift, great, or is it Control? One of these. Nope, it's not letting me do it. Don't worry. There's a way of making it bigger, of scaling it by holding down something. I can't remember. Let's make that 25. That's pretty good. Now, the most important thing we need to do is save it. When we save the PNG. And we need to save the PNG to your hard drive into what's called a root folder for your website. It's going to go in an images folder. So if you haven't created an images folder yet, you'll need to do that. So I'm just calling mine e-commerce website. You could call it your surname website, but no spaces, no underscores. You have to have it all lowercase. Then create your images folder, and I'm just going to call this banner. Oh, lowercase banner. I can either hit return, which is what I'm going to do, or you can press the save button with your mouse. So once you've saved it, the PNG, you need to then export it once you're happy. And in the next little video, I'm going to insert an image into the banner. So if you're happy with just text in your banner, then what you will do is go File, Export. And if you know the shortcut keys, or you learn the shortcut keys, it really makes life quicker. So you don't have to think so much about, oh, where am I going? Where's the mouse going? Your fingers just go bang, bang, bang. I'm going to save it to the same place. So I've got the PNG and I've got the JPEG. Export. And that's how to create a very basic banner. If you would like to know how to add a gradient, it's very simple. You would just click your banner, go down here and play with it like so. And you can change that. Okay? But that's up to you. I'm not a big fan of it all the time. Okay? So there you go. I'm just going to close that. And I look forward for you seeing my next video tutorial.